I told you guys I'd have a new splitter in the wood yard on my next one. I'm sorry to say that that was a lie. I've actually got two. Now with all this steel running around on the property, I think we piqued Mrs. Forest Hog's interest. She wants to learn how to split some firewood. Before we get into the big boy, why don't we give her a chance on this little guy right here? The perfect machine to learn on. Now, believe it or not, you guys have actually seen this log splitter before. It may not look exactly the same, but it was very similar to it. My buddy Chad bought a used model of this American CLS Highboy. That's exactly what this one is. However, a couple of differences. This is how this one is gonna look brand new and with every single option that they offer. So let's take a second and go through those options and show you what we're working with here. Now this bad boy is gonna be powered by a Honda GX 270 engine, which comes with a 3-year warranty. That's going to be running a 16 gallon per minute 2-stage pump. That pump's going to be pushing a 4-inch cylinder with a 2-inch rod. And the cool thing about this is this cylinder length right here is 24 inches. However, you can get this in increments all the way up to 48 inches, 4 feet. A boiler wood guy, or maybe like somebody who does a lot of maple syrup, it is cool that they have the option to go all the way up to 4 feet. So this thing has all the bells and whistles. We've got highway tires, we've got fenders for those tires, a hydraulic log lift, a 4-way that drops on, you can always get back down to the 2-way. We've got pans here, these push-through pans, these really come in handy. 2-inch coupler, and that is extended and removable very easily with just a few pins. And obviously you're going to need that extended jack and stand once you throw these pans on, because you're going to want to be able to pull this thing without taking the pans off, which all of these attachments do bolt on here. Every single one of them, easy on, easy off, just like this log cradle right here. Now, in my opinion, the very best thing about these American CLS machines, other than the fact that they're made right here in the US of A, if you buy an older machine, like my buddy Chad did, you can go ahead and call American CLS, which is right here in Western New York, and get any one of these sent right to you. Like I said, the best part is bolt it right on. Everything's ready to go. So you don't have to go buying the newer model, the next best thing. This isn't an iPhone we're talking about here. Everything's compatible with older models. It's great. Not an iPhone guy, if you couldn't already tell. Here's the setup. She chose this spot. Ideally, I'd be operating on some level ground. This is not quite so level, but Keegan chose this spot because there's sunshine here.
Sunshine.
Choose not to pick level ground. You do have a little bit of adjustment here with the jack stand. Also something to keep in mind, as you split the wood, it's obviously a push through type log splitter. So when you start splitting the wood, it's going to get pushed through this wedge onto this tray and then eventually pile up where?
There.
Right here. So obviously you want to think about that beforehand. Where do you want your wood? You know we love the wood in the front yard.
Yay. Yay.
You're going to want eye pro and ear pro for everybody that's going to be around the machine. It's not incredibly loud, but the drone will go on and on and on. Every time I split, I like to grease the beam. Yeah, you don't have to do that. That's pretty good. You don't have to do that.
You don't finger paint with the grease?
No, you don't. And when I say a cold machine, I don't mean it's cold out. I mean the machine has not been run in a while. So just because it's nice and 50 degrees today does not mean we don't let the cold engine warm up.
Got it.
Cold engine, different than cold temperature.
Cool.
So we've got a couple controls here. We've got the gas on and off. Obviously we want the fuel on, and then we've got the choke. We're gonna want this at full choke to start, and then I'm gonna put the throttle to about 1/3 to half.
What's the throttle?
Throttle is like the turtle and the hare, right?
Got it. That's
Right.
gonna be how fast this is.
How fast the engine's rotating, yes, which will then correlate to how fast this is moving. There you go. So as it's warming up, we can take the choke off. One. Good. You got two controls. Log lift, up and down. See how it locked in there? That's how you stop it. Very quickly before we start, first time log splitting, not trying to insult your intelligence. However, we never want to get anything between one, the push plate and the wood, and obviously not the wood and the wedge here.
Okay.
When you're bringing a log on and off, on the sides, not on the ends.
Got it.
Got it?
Got it. Got it.
There you go. All right, log lift up. All right, so watch, see how much it'll come up?
Yeah.
When there's 40 logs on here, we're not going to want to bring it up that much. Slowly. The wood will get through. Hear that? How it's like yelling at you? Yeah. As soon as you hear that, you want to get on. And when you go back, yep. Only you need to go back that far, right? And then you can stop it. When my hands are on it, don't touch it, because I don't want it to be like this, and then you hit my hand. Yeah, so you don't even have to go all the way through. Yep, as soon as they split, you come back. That's fine, because what's going to happen on the next one? Right? It's just going to keep pushing through. That's why this thing's tight. Everything just keeps pushing through. What we don't want to do is go like this. It's going to split really hard right here. We want to do it like this.
You want this up or on the side?
Do the side. See how that works? So right now we're using the single wedge, and Tegan, how do you feel about this size wood?
It's probably as big as we'll get in the wood stove, or using the wood stove.
So this is about pushing it for what we will burn in our wood stove, and as you can see, the rounds of wood are only getting bigger. So I think what we are going to segue to, would you agree?
Mm-hmm. It's time.
These are getting to the size that we're going to have to pick them back up and run them through an additional time. That one option that I spoke of before is going to save you from having to do that. This just drops right on like so.
Oh, dang. This seems easy to put on too.
Yeah, you just drop it right on.
Like I could probably put it on. Oh yeah.
Well, let's not get carried away here. I can't let you think you can split wood by yourself.
I'd probably go with this thing.
Who's going to do my job then?
You say, oh, I got to do all this work outside. And you're just like, do, do, do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the right tools and it's easy.
You even got a seat. You can sit right here. All right, let's get through this wood.
Okay. Okay, now are those too big?
That one is.
Now you take this one, put it back here. You got a knot here. I tell you what, I really do like this splitter, and I think I really will like the splitter that I'm going to tackle this job with. We're going to be working up, tackling this big job here with the next size up. If you guys like that stuff, stick around, come back, watch another video. If you haven't seen the used model of this, my buddy Chad bought a very similar machine. Not all the bells and whistles. Well, it didn't have the bells and whistles when we bought it. That'll be another video, putting these bells and whistles on that machine. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Who are you
It's
saying
easy.
thank you to?
I don't know.
You did it.
Everyone?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate you. And appreciate you guys for watching. Please watch another video if you like this stuff. Follow along in the series. We'll work our way up the American CLS line. Thank you guys. See you on the next one.
You've got 2 weeks for this to be out of here.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Do it in 2 days.
All right, I like that. 2 days.
Yeah, baby. Go.